In the 77th verse of Vivekachudamani, Shankaracharya says, Doshena tivro vishayah Krishna sarpa vishadapi visham nihanti bhoktaram drashtaram chakshusapyayam. Vishayah doshena tivraha. All the sense objects are intense, more poisonous, more virulent in their poison than Krishna Sarpa Vishadapi, than the poison of Krishna means black, Sarpa means snake, so black snake here means cobra. The poison of the sense objects is dangerous, more dangerous than the poison of cobra. Why? Because the poison of cobra affects only that person who has taken it. Visham nihanti bhoktaram. One who has consumed it, either willingly or unwillingly. Willingly, who will consume the poison of cobra, but unwillingly, if cobra is going to give you that donation, and if you are going to get the poison, then it is going to make you what? Dead after some time. But the sense objects are such that you don't need to eat it or drink it or smell it. You don't need to actually consume it. Drashtaram chakshusha api ayam. Ayam, these sense objects, something which we see, something which we touch, smell, hear, taste, etc. All these objects which provide enjoyment or experience to our senses, they are dangerous, more dangerous than the poison of a cobra, because cobra's poison will affect you only if it gets into the body, but the poison of sense objects affects you even if you just see it. The idea is, if you just see it means if it comes in contact with any of the sense organs, seeing, smelling, touching, etc. So if any of the organs come in contact with a particular sense experience, then that itself is dangerous. That itself is dangerous. So advertisement does that. Advertisement, the whole philosophy of advertisement is make something which will linger in your mind. Have a jingle and have some great actor or actress come and something, and that should come always in your mind. And you should not think of anything else but that. So that is the idea. So Shankaracharya says that sense objects are to be afraid of, means we have to be afraid of sense objects more than we are afraid of a cobra. Vishaya asha mahapashad यह विमुक्त है सुदुस्त्यजात स एव कल्पते मुक्त्यै न अन्य षट शास्त्र वेद्यपि. Vishaya asha, the hope of sense objects. That means the hankering after sense objects. Hankering after sense objects. You want to enjoy a particular object and you don't, or you can't now, but you have the hope that you will be able to. That is Vishaya Asha. And what is that? That is Mahapasha. That is a great bondage. Pasha means bondage. Just like somebody ties you with rope, that is a great bondage. Vishaya asha mahapasha, pashat. A person yah vimukta hai, one who is free, yah who is vimukta hai, free from this vishaya asha, from this hankering after sense objects. That person, and how, what kind of hankering is this? Which is sudustyajat, which is difficult to give up. Which is difficult to give up. Sa eva kalpate, a person who has this kind of freedom from hankering after sense objects, only that person can kalpate muktyi, only that person can think of liberation. Liberation means no more birth and death, only that person can think of na anya shat shastrai shastra vedyapi, not a person who has learned 6 philosophies. Does anyone know what are the 6 philosophies of India? Does anyone know what is Harry Potter? Of course everybody knows, no? No, who does not know about Harry Potter? Huh?
We don't know.
You don't know what is Harry Potter? You don't know what is Harry Potter, or you have not read Harry Potter?
We have not read.
But you know what is Harry Potter? No. That is more an exception than the rule. So all of you know what is Harry Potter. Most of you know what is Harry Potter. But nobody knows what is 6 philosophies of India. Huh?
Darshan.
Darshan. Huh? Philosophy means darshan. Yoga. Darshan. So anyway, there are 2 kinds of philosophies in India. One is philosophies which follow the Vedas. They are called Astika Darshana. Astika means not one who follow God, but one who follow Vedas. And they are Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa. Uttara Mimamsa is also called Vedanta. And there are 3 philosophies which do not follow Vedas. They are Charvaka, Jainism and Buddhism. Now, a person who knows the Shat Shastra means Shat means 6, Shastra means philosophies. So a person who knows Vedya, who is knowledgeable of, who knows this Shat Shastra, these 6 philosophies, that person cannot think of mukti. Just by knowing 6 philosophies, that person cannot think of mukti if that person has the hankering after sense objects. If you go to any decent university in the philosophy department, all the people will be knowing, particularly the professors, they are supposed to know all the 6 philosophies, though they will be knowing that. And good students also will be knowing that. But why have they learnt it? So that they can get a job, they can get some good salary, and they can get a decent house, etc. So roti, kapda or makan, because of this. So RKM means roti, kapda and makan. Just like SRK does not mean Sri Ramakrishna anymore, no? Shah Rukh Khan. So roti, kapda and makan. So everybody is running after RKM. And that hankering, that is why it is told, Ashahi paramam dukkham, nairashyam paramam sukham. It is told that Asha, hope, is the biggest misery. And lack of hope or detachment, lack of attachment. Detachment is biggest happiness. So whenever a person hopes, that person is bound to get suffering. If you hope something from somebody, if you expect something from somebody, you are bound to get suffering. And so I am reminded of an incident. Long back in an ashrama, some brahmacharis of our order, Ramakrishna mission, some brahmacharis, they wanted to study text called Vedanta Paribhasha, and they got hold of a Sanskrit professor, and the Sanskrit professor was very knowledgeable in all that. He came and he taught that first day, second day, third day he came, and in the beginning he said, so he was constantly seeing all these brahmacharis who are undergoing training in Ramakrishna mission. So brahmachari in Ramakrishna mission means practically sannyasi, but for 10 years you have to wear that white dress and there is a training process. So that person was seeing that all these people are happy, always joyful, and that person felt so bad. So third day he could not control. He said, Maharaj, you see, today morning I was coming out of my house and my wife is quarreling. Every day she quarrels, and that is what she said, and I am fed up. All of you are so happy. Then I have to go to the college and there also so much of quarrel, etc. So this went on. Then the fourth day also again he started with wife. He started with the text, but after 5 minutes again he started his Purana, Bharya Purana. Wife, he started, this wife is telling like this, like this. So he knows all the philosophies. He knows what is written in that text, Vedanta Paribhasha. But he does not know the inner meaning. Why? Because he is bound to all the sense on enjoyments. So he is bound to all the sense enjoyments. Why? Just like you have something known as Facebook relationship cycle. You know what is Facebook relationship cycle? Do you know? I'm asking you, spectacled. Do you know? No. না তুমি তো জানবে না রে বাবা তো ওকে জিজ্ঞাসা করছি ফেসবুক রিলেশনশিপ সাইকেল ইজ ফার্স্ট দ্য রিলেশনশিপ স্ট্যাটাস তোমার নাম কি কি করো কোন ক্লাসে পড়ো বাও সো ফার্স্ট ইট ইজ সিঙ্গল then it is in a relationship, then it is committed, then it is married, then it is complicated, then it is single. No, I am not joking. It is something called.
Some they don't know.
So Facebook relationship cycle. So like that again, after that complicated, already that person is on the lookout for another person. It is not that when it becomes complicated, that person says, "बस हो गया अभी नहीं चाहिए ये सब." Nobody says that. They say, "ना ये तो ऐसी थी, इससे अच्छी तो कोई और मिलेगी." There will be somebody better than this. And in that wild goose chase for a better person, a better prospect, a better something, you keep on doing this, and then finally you become old. And when you are good for nothing, when you cannot do anything, then you think, "Now I should study Gita." But that time you should not study Gita, you should study your medical report. That is the time when you are going to die. So had you known about Gita when you were young, like this boy, then it would have been helpful. Then it would have helped you in tackling the problems of life better. But what do? We say that, "अरे बुढ़ापे में देख लेंगे," तो बुढ़ापे में देख भी नहीं पाएंगे. You can't even see proper. So this is what Shat Shastra Vedyapi. Even if you are conversant or you are expert in all the 6 philosophies, even then, if you have the hankering after sense objects, you will not be able to attain liberation. Apata vairagya vato mumukshun bhavabdhi param pratiyatu mudhyatan asha graho majjayate antarale nigrihya kanthe vinivartya vegat. So some people have what is called Markata Vairagya, monkey renunciation. What is monkey renunciation? How many of you have gone to Vrindavan? Vrindavan is famous for monkeys. It is famous for Banke Bihari. But anyway, monkeys are also very famous there. So monkey will sit like this in Vrindavan, you see. So it will be sitting like this. Exactly like this. It will sit like this in a meditation pose, close eyes and all. So what is that monkey thinking? It is not thinking about God. It is thinking from whom next purse I will snatch, or from where I will snatch.
One monkey in Ramandrishi Ashrama. There's Sivas are there, no? And the langurs, they were meditating like this. All the people inside there were meditating, and they were also sitting outside and doing like this. But they didn't harm anyone.
No, I don't know about that monkey, but I'm talking about Vrindavan monkey. So Vrindavan monkeys are like this. They will sit like this, and they will see the next person coming with a handbag. They will immediately go and snatch. You will not know. In some microseconds, they will snatch the bag. So that monkey, that is called monkey renunciation. The monkey has nothing to do, so it has got renunciation. So usually when people get some problem in house, usually when there is a quarrel between husband and wife, or something like that, or love failure, suddenly, people will come. So we get so many love failures who come to us and say that, Maharaj, we want to become a monk. So they don't even try, but that is the thing. Once a boy came and told, Maharaj, I want to become a monk. And it was so obvious on his face that I asked, okay, did she leave you or you left her? Then he was like, Maharaj, is it so obvious? He said, yes, it is so obvious. So people are like that. You are not able to crack some competitive exam. They think sannyasa life is much easy and they come. Then we say that competitive exams are very easy. Sannyasa life is not so easy. Shurasya dhara. It is told in the Upanishad that it is like walking on the razor's edge or the edge of a sword. Shura. That is why Somerset Maugham, nobody is aware, no? Somerset Maugham wrote a book, Razor's Edge, inspired by this Upanishadic quotation. Now, apata vairagyavat, so markata vairagya. When somebody is suffering, you feel that this whole world is, you ask anybody who is past 60, they will say, Maharaj, আমি ভাবছি সব ছেড়ে আশ্রমে চলে আসবো, দয়া করে আসবেন, আমরা একটু শান্তিতে আছি, থাকতে দেবেন. So that is what people will say, that, oh Maharaj, we are also thinking that we will give up everything and come to the ashrama. Please don't come, at least leave us in peace. So apata vairagyavato. So it is like a apparent renunciation. Just now something has happened, so you feel renunciation. Mumukshun. And those people, and at that time they say, আর পারছি না, আর এই সংসার কষ্ট সহ্য করতে পারছি না, etc. This is a common dialogue. Everyone says this, that no, I cannot bear this suffering of the world. So mumukshun. So they are apparently wanting liberation. Muktum ichha mumuksha. So apparently they are seeking liberation, but they have only apata vairagyavata. They have just apparent dispassion. They have vairagya, but that vairagya is only just superficial vairagya. And they want to bhavabdi param. They want to go across the ocean of bhava. Abdi means ocean. Bhava means the ocean of transmigratory cycle. That is ocean of repeated birth and death. They want to pratiyatu mudyatan. They are trying to go. But what will happen? If such a person is trying to cross the ocean of samsara, what will happen? If there comes a hope that no, this person, this husband or wife is like this, but not all people in the world are like that. There are better people. They say, oh, acha. Then they will be dreaming like this. So people, youngsters particularly, when they dream, their eyes become something different. You can see, they'll be dreaming, oh, I will get somebody. Now there is a great demand of people. They will say what? Not that I will not marry, but the thing is, Maharaj, এই ভক্তদের মধ্যে কোনো ভালো ছেলে দেখে বলুন. Now see sannyasis,
Benglami aata.
So they say that you please tell us of some good boy. So many devotees come to you, so you please tell me. You see what work sannyasis are made to do. They tell that, Maharaj, please tell us some good boy, then we will marry off our daughter to them. Not that so much suffering, let her not go into this samsara. No, but there would be some good boy whom we will get as our, jamai, as our son-in-law. Now, pratiyatu mudyatan. And then what happened? This asha. This asha means hope. Asha graha, the crocodile or shark of hope. So the hope they are not leaving. They are not giving up hope. Sri Ramakrishna tells in the gospel that a person quarreled with his wife and then went to Kashi. And after some time he wrote a letter that now I have got a job, and after I get a house I will also call you. So that is the thing. So that hope, they don't want to give up the hope, and that leads to what? Majjayate antarale. While crossing the ocean of Bhavasagara, this shark or crocodile of hope, Majjayate, drowns this person antarale, in between. In between the ocean, that person is drowned. How? Kanthe nigrihya vegat vinivartya. They drowned. How? By snatching that person violently. Vegat vinivartya. Violently snatching away that person, and also kanthe nigrihya, holding on that person by neck. So if you hold on to somebody by neck and then violently remove that person or drown that person. So this hope, this shark or crocodile of hope, what does it do? It drowns that person violently, holding one by one's neck. It drowns it. And then there is this famous story in monastic circles in Uttarakhand and other places. What is that? The sadhu went into the river and saw that a blanket was floating. And in winter time people need blankets. So the sadhu saw that a blanket was floating and he caught hold of that blanket. Then the sadhu who was standing and watching this, another sadhu on the banks, said, "Now come, Maharaji, ab chale aiye, you come. Now you have got the blanket, you come." So the sadhu in the river said, "Maharaji, हमने कंबली को छोड़ दिया, लेकिन कंबली हमको नहीं छोड़ दिया." That was not a blanket, that was a bear. So bear was simply lying down. Bears usually lie down and like that float in the river. So that was a bear, and this fellow thought it is a blanket and now caught the bear, and now bear will not leave him. So मैंने तो छोड़ दिया, I have given up, but that will not give me up. That will not leave me. So is the samsara, the bondage of this world. You are wanting to give it up, but it will not go. Why? Because you are not giving it up properly. If you have to meditate, you have to first switch off the mobile phone. By keeping your mobile phone switched on, you cannot meditate. First you have to go to a place where there will be no distraction. Then only you can pray or meditate or do japa. But if you are in a place where there is so much of distraction, you cannot meditate. This is the thing. So we want to live amidst so much of bondage. We want that people come to us. 3 days, if somebody is asked to stay here and not use mobile phone and all, in 3 days itself they feel, "Maharaj, it was the most memorable experience in my life," etc. People say. But how can you, I think, how was that memorable experience? You came one day and the third day you left. How did it become so memorable? Because you are so much afraid that, 3 days I did not use mobile phone. That is the great thing. I did not talk to people. I was away from people. So that is so difficult for you to do that even 3 days becomes so much intense experience. Mayavati, staying in Mayavati. So why does that happen? Because you have no practice of staying alone. You have no practice of staying in silence. You have no practice of staying without things like mobile phone, etc. Why does that happen? Because of desire. We say, so many thoughts come, so many thoughts come. Why do these thoughts come? Because of desire. The more desire you have, the more thoughts. The lesser desire, the lesser thoughts. Expectation you have, so thoughts come. Or the expectations which you had in the past, thought come. So a person will be saying that today, there are so many people who want to have a vow of silence, that Mauna Vrata. And what do? All stationery in their near vicinity will be exhausted. They will constantly write parcha, this and give. So if you truly want to be Mauni, why should you write this parcha? You write this parcha because you have so much desire. So it is the mind that speaks, not the mouth. Your mind speaks, not the mouth. So if you want to truly be silent, then you have to first get rid of desires. And if you can't do that, then you cannot have a solitude, living in solitude. That is not possible. So even though there is a Markata Vairagya, even though you think that there is some problem, and there are so many sad songs in all movies, if you see, of all languages, that So when love failure happens, sad song. But again that person will come back. Again that person will try. So this hope of enjoyment. If you want to hope, what should you hope? What should we hope? We should hope of a life free of suffering. That should be our hope. We should hope for a life free of suffering. How can you hope that? Without having any hope. Without having any hope or expectation of sense objects. Only then you will be able to get a life free from suffering. So that we should have. Otherwise what will happen? We will be drowned in between our passage to cross the ocean of this samsara. Shankaracharya says, Vishayakya graho yena suviraktyasina hatah sagachati bhavam bodhe param pratyuha varjitah. Who goes param, bhava ambodehe param, who goes across the ocean of this existence or repeated births and deaths or samsara, who goes, that person is that person who Vishayakya graho. Now it was told that the shark or crocodile of hope drowns you in between that river or in between the ocean. A person who can kill that crocodile. Kill that crocodile. So if you are going in a boat and some living being comes out of the water, shark, crocodile or whale or something, what do? We try to kill it. We try to kill it. So if you have to, if ships and all, they have got this kind of, they are called torpedoes, small missile like things which go and kill that person, kill that being. It is already every time kept there. So whenever they see something coming towards the ship, the captain or somebody, they put it and it goes and hits that and kills it or injures it, so that the ship is not destroyed. This all is kept in the ship to protect the ship. So like that, what should we do? We should asina, we should using a sword kill this crocodile. We should kill the crocodile using the sword. And what is the sword? Suvirakti, proper dispassion. Earlier it was told apata vairagya, means superficial dispassion. So here suvirakti means proper, complete dispassion. That using complete dispassion we have to, a person who yena, by whom asina hatah, suvirakti asina hatah, by complete dispassion, this or the sword of complete dispassion, the crocodile is killed. That person sagachati bhavam bodhehe, that person attains param, crosses the ocean of samsara, pratyuha varjitah, by overcoming all obstacles. Pratyuha, obstacles, varjitah, overcoming all obstacles. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat.